Okay, good morning and welcome to Iyun HaMishna. Today we're starting the 10th parak, Maseches Terumos, Mishnayos Aleph and Beis. I want to talk about both Mishnayos over here. There's two halachas that come out of the Mishnayos. One is that if it's no sin tam l'shvach, right, usually shishim, min b'sheino mino, everyone agrees no sin tam l'shvach. There's nesinas tam from truma to chulin or chulin to truma. So therefore, from truma to chulin. So therefore, if the chulin tastes a little bit like the truma, it was cooked with it or put in next to each other and they're hot, then it gives it taste. So therefore, it asers it. It makes it like truma, even though there's no actual truma, there's just taste of truma. There's no actual truma. That's already aser. It's considered truma. You have to treat it like truma. You have to give it to a kohen. It's aser for a person to eat it. I think no sin tam paskim del raisa. So it would violate an Israel del raisa, a zar to eat it. Would it be chayav mitzvah d'shemayim? I'm not sure, but at least be an Israel midal raisa. And then in Halacha Beis, in Mishnah Beis, we learn about a case where you're machmit something, right? That let's say you put apples, make apple pie, and the apples are truma, and you bake it together. So therefore, it gives the ability for the dough to rise. The apples help the dough rise. So therefore, it's usher. It makes the dough. If the dough was chulin, it makes it truma. Even if there's not a sinas tam, even though it's less than 60-1, it's 100-1 ratio. A lot of apples over there. It doesn't make a difference because you're machmitz. And the Gemara says when you're close to something machmitz, sore, which comes to something machmitz, that asers. And then the Mishnah says that the next continues that if barley falls into water, it's called no sin tam. I'm explaining. It's called no sin tam lefgam. Right? It ruins the taste of the water. So therefore, that's mutter over there. The water is not considered, even though the barley seeds were truma, it doesn't, and it gives tam, and the water tastes like barley. It's still us. It's still mutter. No sin tam lefgam. What is this thing? No sin tam l'shvach and machmitz something that make it usher by truma, at least we'll discuss over here. The idea is that it's not just that because you have the sinas tam, so therefore it's like you're eating the truma. It's not because there is actual truma inside; it's just taste of truma. So why is it usher? It's because there's a concept in halacha and dinei mammon. It's called hana, binena, which is not exactly the same thing as mazik. If you destroy a property, you don't pay as much. You pay more than if, let's say, your animal would eat something. You pay demei hana, which is usually 2/3 of the value of the object. Demei hana, it's also called mishtarshi, to financially benefit from something. Here also, when the onion goes in, Mishnah Aleph, when the onion goes into the lentils and you get the taste of the onion in the lentils, it tastes better. No sin tam l'shvach, it tastes better. Lentils that have an onion taste also, it's exquisite. Culinary delight. They serve in all the fine restaurants. You order a steak, it comes with lentils and onions. It comes with lentils spiced by onions. So it gives, apparently, the Mishnah says it gives it a good taste. So if you want to try a new dish, mix some lentils with onions. I think also that's why Esav wanted the lentil soup, right? Because it had onions in there. Of course, there were onions. He arrived from this Mishnah that the reason Esav ate the lentil soup because there were onions in there. Joking. Maybe there was. So the idea is no sound l'shvach is the reason it's usher, especially by truma, is because you're getting hana from truma. We know it's usher to eat truma, but it also says that you can't be sach with truma, or you can't. So you can say sach to anoint yourself with shemen shel truma, because that's called sicha k'shtia. It's like you're drinking it. But you could also say it's usher to get hana from truma, to financially benefit from truma. And since lentils that have the taste of onions taste better than just regular lentils, so you're benefiting from truma, and that's usher over here. And the same thing in Mishnah Beis also, even though there's there's more than 60-1 ratio, there's 100-1 ratio. If you're machmitzed, you cause the dough to rise. So that is a significant benefit. You're benefiting financially, that it's worth more a dough that's risen than a dough that's not risen, right? It's a more professional apple pie, I guess. So because you're benefiting financially, so therefore it's usher by truma. And also in the last case, when the barley falls into the water, so it's no time lefgam, you lost money, you didn't benefit financially. No. So you see it as a concept of mishtarshi, of marviach mamon hana from truma, which is also usher, right? A Yisrael can't benefit financially from truma, and if they do, that's considered a hana. Now, whether hana is considered to be the same thing as achilas truma, I can't say yet. I don't know. It's definitely aser. Maybe it's aser midoraisa. And whether also this is different than no sin tam by isurim, I don't know if that's true. Um, I don't know if Hana by Truma is because the idea of Truma is that you're benefiting financially, it's financial gain, and the issue of Truma is you're taking away the value of stuff, the property of a Kohen, and causing him a financial loss, and that's what's really relevant by Truma when it comes to Basar B'chala with no Saint Tom. There, it's talking about it's just an Isser. There is an Isser Hana to benefit from Basar B'chala also. I'll have to explore more of that, the difference in the Isra and the Ana. But anyway, it comes out to financially gain from Truma is a problem, and that's what's cited in this Mishnayos over here. I hope you enjoyed. See you in the next one.